next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Luke is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Mahomes. That's brought in. It's his back, Brashard Smith. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Pistol now for Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Walker gets the pitch. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Brought in by his back Smith. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Walker on first down. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And it's off his hands and incomplete. So an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged the bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And this is going to bring up 4th down, Brock. Nice job to contain that in the short field and limit that to a gain of 2. defense isn't budging. They're going for it. And they just get the play off. He's got it to his running back. And this winds up all the way down into the lead zone. They convert on 4th down. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Mahomes is set. Here's 1st and 10. And he's been near perfect on this opening series. He's 5 of 6 now throwing the football. Running left. Here's Walker. Chose to take this one up the middle instead, and it was a good decision. Gets him 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
2nd down, Mahomes. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes on the 12th play of that series. Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now it's Mahomes. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
And makes the score Chiefs 8.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They go play fake with Jackson. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And his ride forward halted after a couple of yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Lamar back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's got his man. This is Walker. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds. Give him about 15 before he did so. And he's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
Down at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, Henry. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Derrick Henry scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah.
Certainly do. Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Here's Mahomes now. Completed left side to Smith. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I love seeing those defenders who love to chirp and do a little talking throughout a game. There's a perfect chance to back up that talk. What a one-on-one battle to win.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's second and 10. Mahomes. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's fourth down. Correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Mahomes to throw for it. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on, and the possession literally...